Start Me Up today. Darren Tristano of Technomic joins me now to talk about how many people are starting up their own restaurants and cafes. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
This has been a big trend.
Oh, absolutely. So there's a lot more opportunities today. People are going out and starting restaurants because that could be anything from a pop-up to what could be a chain restaurant, because there's a lot of passion and romanticism around restaurants, and everyone knows how to cook, so everyone wants to be a businessman.
Do some of these mom and pop shops, these startups, have an edge over the bigger chains?
Well, I think you have to remember that every chain restaurant was at one point a single unit, and it grew from there. So what happens is that these brands tend to be more nimble. They actually wind up in a position where they can adapt quickly. They understand the local market. They know the customer, sometimes by name, so they know exactly what they're looking for, and they're able to give it to them quickly, where a chain sometimes takes 12 to 18 months before they can recognize a chain trend and add a menu item to their repertoire.
Are you seeing signs that chains are losing market share to startups?
Absolutely. So what we're seeing today is that traffic, people going into restaurants, tends to be declining, especially among larger chains. It could be said that it's an anti-chain movement, but what we're really seeing is more and more restaurants each year. We're seeing so many new restaurants that there's such a supply. It's giving consumers a lot more choices. It's giving them better value, competitive pricing, but ultimately it's giving the chains headaches, because with so many options, you're going to a chain but just not as frequently. So it's a struggle for brands like McDonald's and Applebee's and others, because quite frankly, their customers are going elsewhere.
You are a big-time consultant, so what would be your best advice to somebody who's starting up a restaurant?
Well, I think the key is that you want to provide great service. That's the starting point. Good service can bring back a customer. And then ultimately you want to differentiate. You want to do something different that isn't just the same thing that's being done down the street. And lastly, I would say be very simple in terms of what you're doing, more narrow. Keep a smaller menu, do things and do them extremely well, because your customers will appreciate it and they'll keep coming back. One of the most popular restaurants in the US is In-N-Out Burger. They have a burger, french fries, and drinks. That's it. No chicken, no desserts. And if you keep it simple, customers know what to come for and they'll come back more often.
Wise advice. Thank you.
Thank you.